Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a game in my Tier 10 Zao. Looking over the matchmaking, got a Lexington, Yamato, Missouri, Monarch. For the cruisers, got double Des Moines, Seattle, and Arun. And for the destroyers, looking at a Gearing, a Z-52, Shimakaze, and Kitakaze. Um, Primary threats are basically the battleships. The CV can be an issue with AP bombs. Um, so those are going to be kind of the things that I'm going to be looking to just try to play safe around. Um, Basic game plan with the way that we spawned in. I know that my team is going to go heavy to A, and I'm going to be trying to delay on decap. And basically, my Chung Mu is going to be really important here. He's basically going to give me the ability to stand off and easily disengage from targets. Basically give me the ability to hit targets, light them on fire, ideally a couple fires, and then just drop off and let them burn until they DCP, and then come right back and hit them with HE and burn them again. Um, everybody. Zao is like one of the major old school fire starters in the game, and um, you know it's known for that sort of play style, and that's one of the ways to play it. There's some other ways to play it where I'll show that a little bit later on in the game. But this game's gonna have a lot of HE spam just because ships are gonna be chasing me bow on, and I'm not gonna have angles to really work the AP. So what I'm doing here, I do have a Missouri in range. Shooting a battleship at max range like that, you're not really doing much for your team. You light him on fire even a couple times, let it burn, he's practically going to heal all of that right back up. What I'm doing here, I'm waiting for this Chung Mu. If he kicks up a DD here, I want to be able to punish this DD hard. So I'm sitting back here, basically with my concealment basically 1 kilometer uh, behind his spotting range. So I'd be looking at a 9 to 10 kilometer shot on an enemy DD. That's really what I'm looking for. Now, their Kitakaze gets spotted. It's a long shot, but you know what? He's the most valuable thing back there. So any damage that I do to him, he can't heal up. He can't anything. He's just done with that HP for the game. So it's a long shot. I go ahead and I just take the shot just because. Now, the enemy gearing is spotted, but I'm kind of preoccupied making sure that I survive through this. I've got to turn to make sure I don't get torped. I eat, some damage from the battleships, and my defensive fire had spread out the attack enough that I was able to avoid any major damage from the AP bombs. So you look at just how many ships are back here. It's just me and this Chung Mu. There's staying here and fighting a stand-up fight. We're gonna be sunk in short order. So I'm just gonna go dark. You know, there's no reason to panic or anything like that. I'm just gonna go dark. I don't want this Chung Mu pushing up like this, because this gearing could easily be right in here just about ready to spot him. Uh, you know, that's a dangerous move. I go on ahead and I dump torps in this direction. That's the direction that I would take if I was one of these DDs. I would come down this way and basically try to catch me and zone me out so these battleships could shoot me while all of this is going on. Um, I go on ahead, I take a shot at the Missouri. He's pushing up, he's a really fast battleship. I don't want this guy going full speed south, or full speed towards sea. So, I get all my guns on target, I take a shot, I get lucky, get a fire, then I use my back guns, take another shot, I get 2 fires, I go on ahead, I'm just gonna go dark. I'm gonna force this guy to burn his damage control. Um, and then the smart play is he's gonna have to run, and that's what he does. Um, so there's a Missouri that he's out of the fight for a little bit. Now, here's one of the other play styles for a Zao. Looking at my Chungmu's keeping this rune spotted, and I really would like to do a lot of damage in a hurry to this guy, but he's bow on to me right now. So you see me actually switch AP to AP. He turns out a little bit, probably worried about torps. Ignore the autistic retard in the game. I don't get why people do that, but I'm moving this way. I want to get a better angle on this guy's broadside. He has no idea where I'm at this point. He's popping planes to try to spot me, but he keeps opening out more and more. So I'm gonna go on ahead and drop that AP on him. I get 5 pins. It is a pretty decent volley. No citadels, unfortunately, but I go on ahead. I flip back to HE because I want to take the shot at this destroyer in our home cap, and I haven't played Zao in probably a year. So my aim on destroyers is kind of trash right now. But I get him with that shot. And now looking at target prioritization. This rune, he's shooting at me. This Yamato, he can be shooting at me. This Seattle, though, he's on my broadside. And basically, if I go to shoot the rune, these two are going to have my broadside. If I go to shoot the Yamato, the Seattle's going to have my broadside. I can stay somewhat angled and just work on the Seattle, and these guys will have a worse and worse angle to shoot at. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go on ahead and just stay angled. I think this Seattle's angled enough. My AP is not really going to be effective. My HE is plenty. That was like almost a 6K, followed by an almost 5K volley, followed by almost a 4K volley. And Zao HE is just ridiculously strong. So next target, the target closest to my broadside, this Yamato. So I'm just gonna stay angled, get my shots in, get my hits, and I'm not afraid to. I got my 2 fires. I'll just let you burn. I don't want to sit here and take a bunch of unnecessary damage when I can just let targets burn. Why do I want to stay visible for a 2v1? Let the fires burn, let them do their thing, and I'll just chill. I'll heal up, I'll improve my position while they're getting weaker. And that's how you use fires to really put some damage on the enemy team. Now I'm looking to shoot this rune again with some AP. Yamato's damage controlled, so I'm looking to see if he's gonna poke. I'm not gonna get the shot that I want on the rune, So at this point, the Yamato, he's the better target, and this guy, he's just not gonna poke. I thought he was gonna keep coming. Um, he's just gonna stall out, and this is a bad move on his behalf, because what can he shoot? He can't shoot anything right here. He can't even shoot these guys in the middle, even if he were to back up, because these guys are all running right into the islands. You know, this Yamato, he needed to push forward and needed to try to help his DD secure C if they have any chance whatsoever at winning this game. So this gearing's popping up. I saw him on the mini map, and I'm just watching this guy. You know, gonna start taking some shots now that he's come in a little closer. Again, not 100% confident on my aim right now on DDs, so you know, it is what it is. I know I can get, you know, decent volleys. Now this is what I don't like. I've got this Yamato back there somewhere undetected, and shooting at this rune, I've got to give this Yamato broadside. I do not like this. But I'm kind of suspecting at this point that this Yamato, he hasn't really poked out, and I see him now visible, and you know, he's 19 kilometers away. He's completely fallen back. So I'm just gonna stay here, make sure that we get this gearing killed, and just keep kiting. There's the gearing, and I mean, we're at 78k already. I mean, slow and steady wins the race, and you know, we haven't been, you know, beating up on battleships a lot. It's just been a lot of cruiser damage, honestly, and you know, a little bit on destroyers here and there. Rune blows his damage control. That's a misplay against a Zao. Fighting a Zao, honestly, even if I get lit on fire in 2 locations, probably wouldn't heal it until a third. And I mean, if you look here, I basically waited with my AP looking for the shot. And that's just to kind of demonstrate one of the ways to play this. That's an 8k volley. You know, Zao AP is woefully underrated in this game. I don't know what the hell happened with that shot. Really don't. I think I misaimed that like hell, but you know, is what it is. So I miss out on the kill there. And at this point, I'm just farm mode. You know, shoot this Yamato, spam some HE, and just, I mean, this game's almost coming to a close. We're at 900 points. The enemy team still wasn't able to flip C, and a lot of it's just because targets have been spotted and I've been able just to hit them. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm trying to hit this back part of the Yamato, try to get that additional fire on him, and just not getting it right now. I know this Yamato is going to be shooting at me. You see that I was starting to already start accelerating, and you know, that's me looking at this guy and just predicting when he's going to shoot. So I'm already started accelerating by the time that he's, you know, even started looking at me. And with the delay with the ship, you know, going backwards and start going forward, it gives a really nasty juke that it gets really hard to dodge that stuff a lot of times. So, you know, that was a case of that juke just letting me keep all my guns on target. And that's really the game. That's Zao. Hope you enjoyed it.